Well, Ron, isn't it nice to get another day?
Another day on the water.
lake.
Look at that cast.
Smell my hands. What kind of soap does she use?
French vanilla.
It honestly does smell like French.
Is that from Bed Bath & Beyond, or did she get that from a Jacquard catalog?
Jacquard. Smell it.
Let me tell you something. When I'm watching the replays of the Vikings games, I really love to eat me a good pickle spear, and I make my own homemade ones. They're great.
You know who makes a great pickle spear?
Who?
Tammy.
Tammy.
From down the road.
Tammy from down the road.
But you know what?
Married to Todd, right?
Oh, don't even mention Todd.
Dirty, rotten scoundrel
That dirty,
Todd.
rotten scoundrel
Dirty,
Todd.
rotten scoundrel Todd.
Tammy has the biggest hair I've ever seen. She's a sweet lady, but she has big hair.
Sweet
She
lady,
honestly-
big head, big hair.
Big head, big hair. That makes for,
Bigger the hair, closer to heaven, you know what we say?
The only place I like to see Todd is at the neighborhood hockey games.
Oh, yeah.
You know, last week at that game, did you see me hit Todd?
I saw it. Oh, I saw it.
You know, the only thing I've hit harder than that since high school was the moose that we hit on the freeway in my 1982 Buick 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember that day like it was 2 weeks ago.
oh my gosh. I thought that was a Chihuahua. I thought it was one of those
You know
Chihuahuas
what?
with the hybrid tail, but it's actually just a big old squirrel. Look at it.
Is that Todd's dog?
You know, the only thing that's won more than that 82 Blazer, Brett Favre's football career.
Oh, yeah. Except that thing isn't holding its value as much.
No, that's
No.
the truth.
When I think of JV, I think of GM. I think of George Michael. When he was on the JV homeschool team, you know, that could have been a discouraging thing for him, but Ron showed him that that's not even what it's about.
You know George Michael?
George Michael.
He is so clumsy out there on the ice so far. I'm embarrassed for him. George Michael is so clumsy, he looks worse than Aaron Rodgers does standing in the pocket at quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
If there's one word for George Michael, when he's out on the rink, doing laps, I think it would be perplexed.
He gets these eyes. He's smiling, but there's fear inside of him.
He's smiling here, but he's not smiling here.
I could cut up a skating rink like it was a fresh Polish sausage. I would slide to the left, I would slide to the right. All the ladies would be watching. And let me tell you, one lady, my wife, was watching the hardest.
Would you look at this pickle? And you know what? Would you just look at this pickle? I thought this said serve the Lord. Oh my goodness.
This used to be a banana.
That actually smells like the soap I said smells good earlier.
This looks like an alien finger.
I think we need to open it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
That is like a Pharisee on the inside.
Affairs. Are we sure this isn't Polish sausage?
I don't want to smell it. Honestly, my gag reflex is coming up.
You know what else? I thought this said serve the Lord, but it says save the land.
That just shows where your heart is.
You're right.
Even back then, Todd
And then
was a
I
dirty,
said
rotten
to Rebecca,
scoundrel.
I said, hey, future wife of mine.
You called her future wife of yours in high school?
Oh, I did in high school.
Oh, Ron.
Ron in high school. You know, he was fairly mediocre.
He was.
I was 24 years old. Took me a while to finish high school.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that was what I loved about him. Just how, like, I liked that he liked to do trivial things.
I liked that he liked trivia. I did.
When I said that to her, I said, future wife of mine, I think Todd's a dirty, rotten scoundrel as well.
What'd she say?
She said, why don't you go check him on the ice? And then you know what I said? I said to Todd,
What'd you say?
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. And then I said, or I'm gonna have to check yourself for yourself. And you know what happened?
What?
I had to check him.
I can imagine he was pretty confused
And
by
let
that
me tell
saying.
you, the move I called on him, I called it the pickle spear.
Oh, the pickle spear.
Because it is sour. People hate it. It usually breaks a rib or two.
Oh, yeah?
And they fall on the ground, and then you just get this great feeling in your head like you can't feel anything.
Uh-huh.
And what happens is they call that a concussion, but I call that victory.